What's this week's word of the week?
Hello and welcome to this week's interesting word of the week. How was that for an intro? It wasn't too confusing for you, was it? If it was, then that would be extremely topical for this week's interesting word of the week, because this week's interesting word of the week is pig. No, this week's interesting word of the week is perplex. Now, perplex is a verb meaning to puzzle, bewilder, or confuse. Now, personally, I love this word. It's one of my favourite words. This is usually because when I say it, I perplex people because they don't know what it means. You say to someone, "Oh, I'm perplexed," and they suddenly become perplexed. Or if you're to ask them, "Are you perplexed?" and they go, "I don't know, I'm suddenly confused. What does perplexed mean?" And it's just hilarious because of the double meaning. I've perplexed them with the word that means to confuse. Genius. In fact, half of the words I ever show you on this interesting word of the week, with the exception of some of the most basic ones, should perplex people. If you don't know what they mean, then most of them will be quite perplexing.
Don't do it, Piggy, man. You got so much to live for, Piggy. Don't do it. No, don't. Oh, okay, good, Piggy. You get away from it. No, oof, good. You come back in the safe. Don't you dare jump, Mr. Piggy. Don't do it, Piggy. You've got so much to live for, man. You've got so much to live. I'm watching you, Mr. Piggy. I'm watching you watch me, Mr. Piggy. Has you got a nice view up there, Mr. Piggy? Do you? Hello, Mr. Piggy. It is nice to see you. It is nice that we have met at last, Mr. Piggy. I've been expecting you. Ah, Mr. Nemesis Piggy. Why are you copying me, Mr. Piggy? That is bang out of order, Mr. Piggy.
You know what I could eat right now? Some pork. Porky.
How are you doing that, Mr. Piggy? How do you hold on? You're a pig. You're heavy, Mr. Piggy. How do you hold on with only one hand, Mr. Piggy? Mr. Piggy wants to go for a ride, Sydney. Mr. Piggy wants to go for a ride.
Oh, but it's rainy outside. Oh, goes Piggy. Oh, he dropped on the floor. Sydney, that is so inconsiderate of Mr. Piggy.
Mr. Piggy, get blow dry.
No, Mr. Piggy. The wind is too much, Mr. Piggy. No. I seriously think I'm starting to go insane. We'll just pretend that this never happened, that none of this ever happened. We'll just pretend that, yeah? Cool? Don't tell the other Jamie that this ever happened. He won't know about it. I'll sneak it into the footage. He doesn't even know I exist, so he'll never know. I'm just going to cut back to the interesting word of the week then. He's going to carry on like nothing ever happened, just like you should, yes? Forget that this ever happened. So let's get on with the rest of the video, shall we? And that means looking up the word perplexed in the thesaurus to find some other words that mean the exact same as perplexed. Some of these words include pig, no, but in fact, baffle, befuddle, bewilder, confuse, dumbfound, flummox, muddle, and mystify. So there we have it. That's the end of this week's interesting word of the week. You've had the interesting word of the week, which is perplex. You've also had some interesting words that mean the exact same as perplex. I do believe that is literally all. But if you have ever had something that has seriously confused you and perplexed you for a long time, then leave it in the comment section down below. We'll all help each other relieve some kind of confusion in the world, maybe. Hopefully. Having said that, we're on the internet, so if you don't want to do that, then just Google it or something. If you don't want to Google it or put it in the comment section down below, then you can leave it on Google+, Tumblr or Twitter, which are all in the description down below, along with my second channel, which I do daily vlogs upon. And that literally brings us to the end of this week's interesting word of the week. Hopefully I'll see you at some point in the comment section down below in the other channel or on any of the social networks. But otherwise, I'll hopefully, definitely, maybe catch you later.